Every time George finished dinner, he felt 20 pounds heavier, not from the food, but from what the food was doing inside him. What if you're eating the same things? Hi, friend. Has your digestion started acting up after meals that used to be no problem? Bloating, heaviness, or bathroom runs? You're not alone. Today, I'll walk you through 7 common foods seniors should avoid for smoother, gentler digestion. Plus, a few simple swaps to keep meals enjoyable. Quick question. Which food upsets your stomach the most these days? Drop it in the comments. Your story might help someone else too. And stick around till the end. I've got a bonus tip that could calm your gut faster than you'd expect. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's working on their digestion too. Let's feel better together. Remember, everything I'm sharing today comes straight from trusted experts, including doctors and top health institutions like Mayo Clinic and the National Institute on Aging. It's not just talk, it's real, science-backed advice. You'll find all the original source links down in the description if you'd like to explore more. Let's dive in and give your stomach the support it deserves. The silent struggle with digestion after 60. Let's be honest, friend. Digestion just isn't what it used to be, is it? You used to enjoy your meals without thinking twice. Now, you might feel bloated after just a sandwich, or notice your stomach gets upset even when you eat healthy. It sneaks up quietly, not like a big illness, but more like a slow, daily discomfort that chips away at how good you feel. I remember one woman I spoke to. Her name was Carol. She was 74 and told me, "It's embarrassing. I never know what's going to set my stomach off." She'd tried skipping meals, drinking more water, even avoiding spicy foods, but the discomfort kept coming back. And here's the truth most people don't talk about. After 60, your digestion naturally slows down. That's because your body makes less stomach acid and your muscle movements in the gut, which help push food through, also slow. So even healthy food can start to feel heavy or hard to digest. But the biggest myth? Many seniors blame themselves, like they're doing something wrong, when really it's just a normal shift in how your body works as you age. That's why it's so important to understand what foods are making things worse, and which habits can gently support your digestion instead. We're about to dive into the first food to avoid, and you might be surprised how common it is. Fried and greasy foods, slowing down an already tired gut. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest culprits slowing down your digestion: fried and greasy foods. You know, those crispy fries, battered fish, or that fried chicken that used to be a special treat. Maybe you still enjoy them sometimes, but have you noticed how your stomach protests afterward? That heaviness, the sluggish feeling, maybe even cramps or discomfort. I remember talking to Jack, a lively 68-year-old retiree who loved his weekend fried dinners. He told me, "I kept wondering why I felt tired and bloated for hours after eating. I thought maybe it was just part of getting older." But really, those greasy meals were putting extra strain on his digestive system. Here's why. Fried foods are hard to break down. They're high in unhealthy fats that your gut struggles to process, especially as it slows with age. These fats can linger, causing delayed stomach emptying and making you feel heavy and uncomfortable long after the meal is done. And here's a myth I want to bust. Some think that avoiding fried foods means giving up flavor or enjoyment. That's simply not true. There are tasty, heart-healthy ways to prepare your favorites without the grease, like baking or air frying, that are much gentler on your gut. Cutting back on fried foods can ease cramps, reduce that bloated feeling, and even boost your energy, because your body isn't fighting an uphill battle to digest. Up next, we'll uncover another surprising food that many seniors don't realize can disrupt digestion, and it might be hiding in your pantry right now. Raw cruciferous vegetables, healthy, but hard to digest. Raw cruciferous veggies, like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, are often hailed as superfoods. And that's true. They're packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that support your overall health. But here's the thing. Have you ever noticed that after a salad loaded with these raw veggies, your stomach might feel a bit gassy, bloated, or uncomfortable? You're not alone. I spoke with Linda, a 72-year-old who loves eating fresh salads, but often felt sluggish and bloated afterward. She thought she was doing something great for her health, but her digestion told a different story. This happens because raw cruciferous vegetables contain certain fibers and sulfur compounds that can be tough on an aging digestive system. Your gut muscles and enzymes slow down with age, making it harder to break down these veggies when they're raw. Here's a gentle myth buster. Some believe that eating raw is always better, but for seniors, lightly cooking these vegetables, steaming or roasting, can unlock their nutrients and make them easier on your tummy. This simple switch can help reduce cramps, gas, and that uncomfortable fullness, so you still get the benefits without the digestive drama. Coming up, we'll explore another surprising food that could be quietly upsetting your digestion, and how to enjoy it without the pain. Artificial sweeteners, a gut microbiome nightmare. Artificial sweeteners. You've probably seen them in sugar-free drinks, gum, or diet snacks. They seem like a great way to enjoy sweetness without the calories, right? But here's something most people don't realize. These sweeteners can actually disrupt the delicate balance of bacteria in your gut, your microbiome. Take Mary, for example. She's 70 and switched to diet sodas years ago thinking it was better for her weight and health. But she started noticing more bloating and tummy troubles that just wouldn't go away. It wasn't until she cut back on artificial sweeteners that she felt relief. Scientific studies show that many artificial sweeteners can alter the friendly bacteria in your gut, making digestion harder and sometimes leading to cramps, gas, or inflammation. And here's a common myth I want to clear up. Just because something is sugar-free doesn't mean it's gut-friendly. In fact, these chemicals can confuse your digestive system and slow down how well your gut muscles work. Switching to natural sweeteners like small amounts of honey or pure maple syrup, in moderation, can help keep your digestion smoother and your gut bacteria happier. Next, we'll reveal another sneaky food that could be causing your digestion to struggle and how to handle it with ease. Hey there, just a quick pause to recap what we've talked about so far. Those sneaky foods that can slow down your digestion and leave you feeling uncomfortable. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed any foods that upset your stomach? Drop a comment below and share your experience. And stick around, because up next, I'm going to reveal some surprising foods you might not expect that could be causing those digestive troubles. If you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to give the video a like and share it with someone who might benefit too. Let's keep this conversation going. Too much dairy. When lactose becomes an enemy. Dairy has long been a staple for many of us. That glass of milk, a slice of cheese, or a bowl of yogurt. They're packed with calcium and protein, which are great for your bones and muscles, especially as we get older. But have you noticed that sometimes after enjoying dairy, your stomach feels uneasy? Maybe some cramps, bloating, or even a sudden urge to rush to the bathroom. You might be dealing with lactose intolerance, which becomes more common as we age. I remember talking to Helen, a 65-year-old who loved her morning yogurt, but started feeling uncomfortable afterward. She thought it was just part of getting older, but it was really her body telling her it couldn't digest lactose well anymore. Lactose is a sugar found in milk, and your body needs an enzyme called lactase to break it down. But with age, many seniors produce less lactase, making dairy harder to digest. Here's a myth buster. Dairy isn't bad, but too much or the wrong kind can upset your gut. Switching to lactose-free options or plant-based alternatives can ease cramps, reduce fatigue, and keep your digestion on track. Next, we'll look at another surprising food that might be quietly troubling your tummy and how to enjoy it without discomfort. Carbonated drinks, bubbles that bloat and burp. Carbonated drinks, those fizzy, bubbly refreshments, can be really tempting, especially when you want something refreshing. But have you ever noticed how after a few sips, your belly feels full and uncomfortable? Maybe even some unwanted burping? That's your digestion trying to tell you something. Take Jack, for example. He's 72 and loved his daily soda, but he started feeling more bloated and sluggish, especially after meals. When he switched to water or herbal tea, those uncomfortable bubbles and cramps faded away. Here's why. Those bubbles are carbon dioxide gas trapped in the drink. When you sip, that gas can get trapped in your stomach and intestines, causing bloating, cramps, and even a little extra burping, which is just your body trying to release the gas. Now, a common myth is that diet sodas or sparkling water are completely harmless, but for some seniors, the carbonation alone can irritate the gut and slow digestion. Switching to still drinks or infused waters with fresh fruits can keep you hydrated without the uncomfortable bloating or cramps. Coming up next, a surprising food group that many seniors think is healthy but can disrupt digestion, and how to handle it better. Processed baked goods, the constipation culprit. You know those tempting pastries, white bread, and packaged cakes that look so inviting on the store shelves? For many seniors, these processed baked goods can be a sneaky cause of constipation and digestive discomfort. Let me tell you about Mary, a lovely 70-year-old who loved her morning sweet roll. But over time, she found herself feeling sluggish and struggling with constipation more often than not. When she cut back on those processed treats and added more fiber-rich whole foods, things really started to improve. Why does this happen? Processed baked goods are usually made with refined flour, which lacks the fiber your digestive system needs to keep things moving smoothly. Without enough fiber, digestion slows down, leading to cramps, bloating, and yes, constipation. Now, here's a common misconception. Some folks think all bread or baked treats are equally bad, but whole grain or sprouted grain options can actually support your digestion and energy. It's those highly processed, sugary baked goods you want to watch out for. So, swapping those processed goodies for fiber-rich snacks like nuts, fruits, or whole grain crackers can ease digestion, reduce cramps, and boost your energy. Your gut deserves kindness. Let's take a moment to gently recap what we've learned today, friend. Your digestion isn't just about what you eat. It's about treating your gut with kindness every single day. Just like you wouldn't rush through a favorite hobby, your gut needs patience and care to work its best. Think about Joan, a sweet 72-year-old I know. She used to ignore her digestion troubles, blaming it on just getting older. But once she started listening to her body and avoiding those foods that slowed her down, she felt lighter, more energetic, and truly happier. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as mindful eating and gentle habits can bring relief from cramps, fatigue, and that uncomfortable bloated feeling? Science tells us that a well-cared-for gut can improve nutrient absorption, boost immunity, and keep inflammation at bay, things that really matter as we age. Now, here's a myth to bust. Many people think occasional digestive discomfort is just normal aging and something to live with. But that's simply not true. With the right daily choices, you can help your gut feel vibrant again. So why not start today? Take small steps, listen to your body, and be kind to your gut. It's your loyal partner in health and happiness. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple, heart, and gut-friendly tips. Also, drop a comment below. What's one food you're excited to swap out for your digestion? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Together, let's keep your gut and you feeling great every day.